got a morning Lillian who only just woke up alongside me, and never mind then all my statements. Hello everyone, welcome to my usual Sky Dailies, where this time I'm not gonna forget to fucking re-enable sight for you motherfuckers. Ay. No, last night when I was recording Deltarune, I realized I didn't want to have VR chat shown, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll disable the main trio, which is Sky, VR chat, and whatever the fuck else, probably Minecraft. And in doing so, I forgot to re-enable it when I went to go do my Sky dailies the other night, before I went to bed. I really should have gone to bed sooner, holy shit. Got all of that done. I already collected the brick. Oh. And did the little side quests for the current season character sidecast. Bird Whisperer, Migrating Jellyfish Whisperer, and the dude I just keep calling Old Man. Thankfully, he's not an old man that needs to learn lessons. He's a reliable old man. The kind of dude that you would expect to give great hugs. I'll have to go through here again, because my brain remembered my flight last night, but the game might not have. Oh. No, it is actually kind of funny that you think I wake up every day singing, Lillian, because I really don't. Fucking... You're lucky then. I ain't no Disney princess, fuck off. What are you gonna say? You're currently muted, so it's not gonna show up on recording unless I say it again myself. Shut the fuck up. I said shut the fuck up, my little shit. Numbs your cheek. Oh, geyser time. Nice. To those who are wondering what Lillian heard today for me waking up, I'll try my best to recreate it, but I don't know how successful I'll be since my voice isn't quite as consistent as I'd like. Because this is a song I've been wanting to do like a slower variant cover of, even compared to like the acoustic version of it. We do love like acoustic music. You know that I can't help myself, help myself, help myself. I try, but I don't do too well. And you know I disappear for days, and it keeps you away. I'll spend it till it breaks. But when I come home, lights out, will you sleep safe and sound? I'm obsessed with you, but you'll never work me out. I get a little selfish, little jealous, you know that it's all good, just a little messed up, just a little messed up, like you know I never felt this, love how you built this, I'm gonna tear it down, just a little messed up, just a little messed up, like you, like you, like you. There was a second verse to that song, but I guess I'll be cutting it short then. How are you doing, Lua? That's good to hear. I'm just trying to preserve the mood of a song I was singing along to. A tone of voice that I usually don't use very often or find too consistent. Not that, my dear. If you want British liquor, you've got to ask for it properly. Well, do you have anything to say for yourself, my dear? Oh, how I humor you. You find it attractive, my dear? I'm glad to hear it. If it weren't for, like, a friend of mine telling me that a lot of it is just keeping your tongue still in the center of your mouth and then enunciating your T's, I wouldn't be half as good as I am. Too bad you won't be able to hear it too often. After all, it takes a bit of focus for me to use this voice. Yeah, so I can't actually do it naturally yet, and I don't really want to. What, you expected it to keep going? Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna use it too often like you would to tease her, because I know that teasing is kind of a responsibility. If you don't follow through, it's going to leave someone frustrated. At least that's my view on it. Oh, what's the attention flower giggling about now, my dear? No, seriously, what are you giggling about? Oh, I saw it earlier. I just reacted to it already, and I'm currently finishing up my Sky Dailies. You're not being recorded, by the way, so anything you say is not able to be used against you because it won't exist. We share the same brain set. Nice. Oh. Oh, ba-da-da-ba-da. Oh. Hello there, my dears. How are you doing? Aw, this doesn't sound good. Fair. How about this? What do you think? Oh, you mean like this, my dear? Anyways, Lua, I was singing the lyrics of a song I want to do a really slow and relaxed version of. Do you want to hear the second verse? Actually, I don't remember the second verse without doing the first. Shit. Just a little messed up. Hmm. Okay. Electromagnetic frequency. I mean, you're not wrong there. Okay, hold up. I need to actually unmute you, because fucking everyone else deserves to hear that too.
You're playing a dangerous game here.
Alright, so what kind of tracking?
They're called flux pose, and they use EMF to track your limbs. Oh, hey, Ziggy.
Electromagnetic fields. Welcome on in,
And-
Ziggy. You're currently being recorded because I wanted Lillian and Lua to explain flex pose.
Well, awesome, because I have a moment that I can emphasize. For you
Hmm.
see, God said it on me, now is not the time. So I broke out my wristwatch and said, I beg to differ. And he said, understandable as you were. Oh, jeez.
Ziggy is just coming and swinging the
Understandable
comedy.
as it were. Your own variation of understandable. Have a good day.
But yeah, I'm really intrigued by these flux pose trackers because of the fact that they use EMF to track, and they're supposed to be as good as base station track and no drift.
Well, that depends on the setup. Are they using the EMF to monitor rotation and like magnetic resistance as a way of determining hand position and whatnot? Or are they
The
doing
idea
something
is
else?
that you on your waist you have a beacon, and on your other parts you have the trackers.
On one hand, that sounds good. On the other hand, that sounds like it's gonna have its own issues with the beacon being on their waist.
Well, they are because everything has its uniqueness and its downfall. Base stations, you can't include them. IMU tracks can be included, but are prone to getting very drifty over time. EMF trackers can be distorted by metal.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So you
So
wouldn't
they're
be able to
working.
wear any metallic accessories or clothing.
Well, the interesting thing is, I was thinking about what if you have a stainless steel part or titanium part in a body? Like,
I
Oh,
don't
that
believe
it
it
would
depends on the metal
yeah.
because some of them aren't ferrous on purpose.
well,
because
so I was
of
talking to
metal
someone
detectors.
about this, and apparently one of the beta testers has a stainless steel hardware in their legs, and it doesn't seem to affect it.
Well, yeah, because stainless steel isn't ferromagnetic in the same way like iron is, as Lua was saying.
Can I say something about that?
Lua, I'd like you to continue your point first before Lillian interrupts again.
I mean, I that was pretty much my point. That it
Okay.
depends on how old the person is and what type of implant they have. Because there are different types of implants, and the older ones typically had used more magnetic stuff rather than the newer ones.
Yeah, fair.
Mostly just because the world is more full of magnets, so having people with magnetic metal in their bodies is the best idea.
Dangerous idea, yeah.
Especially given the use of MRIs so often.
Ooh. All right, Lillian, go.
Going
Here's
into
a
an
fun
MRI,
fact
you would
is
kiss the hip goodbye
Oh, gee.
turns into a
very
rail guy.
violently. Yeah.
I mean, the MRI wouldn't survive that either.
You'd be surprised.
But I was gonna say, fun fact, there are types of stainless steel that are magnetic.
Well, that makes sense. If you can make it stainless steel in so many different ways, of course we're gonna have different variations for different
Yeah,
applications.
but I mean, it's still the idea of metal distorting the field. And
Bah.
the flux pose are apparently working on metal distortion, so that way when you're near metal objects, it does not take your tracking away.
Oh no, my hand is now in the place of my metal shelf.
Oh no,
Well-
my hand is now 3 feet across my room.
Well, no, because your
That would
hand
actually
still
make
be
for some
dictate-
good Looney Tunes logic if you really wanted to, like, make use of that kind of effect.
Well, first, flux pose are not for your controllers; they're for your full body tracking. So, but
Well, yeah.
they did show off in Resonite an idea to do with the flux pose. They cut a ball in half, stuck the tracker in there, and it put on a string, and had the ball in game be tracked by an actual ball.
Oh. That would make for more accurate physics simulations, but only for, like, balls that are referencing that ball. You'd need, like, different materials, balls made out of different materials, in order to actually, like, make sure it's accurate to IRL if you're going to really go down that road completely. A
have a
basketball is
cube
not
of
going to
metal.
bounce the same as a tennis ball.
So, the other things about flux pose: very long battery life, 24 hours. They're about the size of a Dorito.
Fucking yeesh, I should eat it.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah, most compact 6 degrees of freedom tracking weighing only 15 grams. Yeah, this
Okay,
is an
good.
interesting, I am cautiously optimistic about these. Because unlike slimes, which need to calibrate, these say they have no need for calibration.
So long as they're actually consistently accurate.
Well, using EMF, this should be consistently accurate.
Just because things should work in one way doesn't mean that they do. Reality has always been a little bit weird, and that's the reason why the world is not able to be simplified down as much as we'd like.
Yeah, and here's the fun thing is that, like, it says that these can be also used not just for full body tracking, but tracking other things, like hands. And everything else. But yeah, it's just the beacon generates a magnetic field around it, and the tracker measures the magnetic field to know where it is relative to the beacon. The magnetic field changes polarity 20,000 times a second, so trackers can ignore other magnetic fields like the Earth's or other magnets.
Fair. Imagine if you combine all tracking technology into one thing, and have it use that
tracking
for full
gauntlet.
body. That would be. Say that again?
That's what the
Infinity
old,
tracking.
that's what the PlayStation 2 iToy was. So
Oh, neat.
Infinity tracking.
Okay, I don't mean that level. We don't want the government knowing the position of my fucking foot.
Not just your foot. Every
I
appendage.
know it's not just my foot. I was making an example.
It knows where your pinky is.
Knows where my fucking fingernails are.
Well, yeah, on your fingers, duh.
Not always.
What?
Confuse the cutie. What can I say? It's
Yeah,
fun.
here's the thing about that I thought about. What about people with pacemakers?
Ooh, that would be an interesting contrast.
Yeah, but it says we advise not to use flux pose if you have a pacemaker or electronic medical device.
Honestly,
Yeah,
makes sense,
placing
because
it
you don't want them
magnet around your
interfering with each
body.
other, especially when the pacemaker is keeping you fucking alive.
Yeah, this is the thing is it is supposed to ship after all the early bird supporter kits, Kickstarter kits, and then kits purchased after the campaign closes. Shipping is expected to happen August to October.
Alright. So that's like next year, August to October.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be a while then.
And they're not cheap.
Well, of course they're not cheap. If someone stumbled across an opportunity like that, they're gonna make good use of it, especially if they want to keep doing research.
For the light kit, waist, ankles, feet, and gloves, 3 trackers would run you almost $400. Well, I mean, if you consider base station tracker, like base station plus base station trackers, all that, yeah.
The way you were posing it was making it sound like it was gonna be $1,000.
Yeah.
It could be.
What are we talking about?
Flux pose trackers.
Where Lillian brought up the pricing thing and then it over-exaggerated the implication that they were going to be heavily priced when they're probably going to be the same price as other things, relatively speaking.
Well, the pro kit should be about $800 for 8 tracking points. And people are saying that the software is better than Slime's current software. But I'm still probably gonna buy a pair of Slimes to have as a in-between while I wait for the Flux Pose to come out.
Well, I know what type of tracking my brain thought of, but ultimately, realized the limitations of.
No?
You just you have consistently specifically sized strings and whatnot. And oh, okay, I've killed myself. Damn it.
Things you can say in game, but not in real life.
Exactly. No, but the
Nuts,
idea of
I died. Oh, cool, my Game Boy died too.
Fucking hell. Oh no. I've got to stop moving in game just to think about this, because the idea of having a pair of gloves where you've got a small set of pulleys and or fibers along the lengths of the gloves that are tracked based on their resistance to electricity or something. Because if you tried to track it based on how much tension was pulling, then you'd need way too much equipment.
Joe
Honestly,
nickname is Joe Cool.
where is it? I need to find this video. So there's this other Kickstarter project that is interesting. It's called Moverse. And it uses cameras in your room to track you.
Isn't that
Alright.
And it's basically you have the camera set up and everything, and it's supposed to be like motion capture.
Yeah.
And they are launching soon, apparently. But yeah, it's
Alright.
2 to 3 cameras, external cameras you set up in your room Let's see. Yeah, let's see.
Mm.
Optical tracking, no pucks, no straps, no controllers. You are it. Wide tracking volume. You need a good enough computer, obviously.
Oh yeah.
This also has no drift because, well, it's tracking your actual movements through cameras.
Hmm.
And according to someone, they use a version of AI to better calibrate itself.
That's a practical use that I'm not gonna get angry at. Like,
Well, I was like, at first I heard AI, I'm like, oh, gods. But then someone explained, no, it's not AI as in generative AI. And we're not using and harvesting data, we're just using it to improve the tracking.
yeah, if any data is used, it's going to be used in the sense of, oh, hey, we've seen a whole bunch of movements from all of these different players that have caused their tracking to go out of sync in like this way or this way. Doesn't know what pose you're holding, it just knows, oh, hey, I'm out of sync. And then
Yeah,
resyncs itself.
it's a learning AI that looks at itself and goes, hey, this could have been better, and it probably, but, you know, interesting idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Milk is the drink of
Alright.
I'm so glad you were looking directly at the memes channel when I posted.
And I've already muted you, goobers. Feel free. Feel free. Oh my fucking yeesh. Yeah. What the fuck? Uh, yeah, the body learned to handle milk. That does not mean it can handle infinite milk. Fucking damn. It's the last day of November, so I'm not even gonna bother being angry. Like, that's fitting. Thank fuck. Please do not talk about that fucking SCP. The Christmas cryptid that is Mariah Carey. Alright, Lua, what were you gonna say? Did you forget? Internet, don't you dare go out on me, you fucking... Okay, good. Welcome back, Lua. Glad to hear you rebooted. Never fun when it does that. At least not when you're not expecting it, knowing you. You know what, yes. Alright, another checkpoint. Lua, did your brain just short circuit again? Ah, you're being frustrated with technology, understandable. That sounds like something a debugger or a programmer would understand, not you. Fucking... Let Lua finish explaining before you continue responding, Ziggy. Unless they passed an update that you didn't notice. Oh, an extra comma, that would do it. Fucking computer. Bye-bye, have a wonderful time! Well, I actually want to be dead right now. Mm. Oh, fucking hell yes. Recovered that, but also may not live? Okay, I lived. Okay, so niche and not so niche. Mm. What's funny this time, Lua? What did Lillian do? Motherfucker! Well, that's a thing you certainly send to your friend. Ah, finally made it on top of here. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Me just making noise to make noise. Why? The meme that came to mind immediately was the cat is screaming. Why aren't you? Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Oh. That sounds completely unhinged. Hmm. Also, I'm gonna check your Discord to see what the fuck was posted in meme chat. Okay. So, not much then. Hmm. That's the second verse of the song. You know that I can't help myself, help myself, help myself. I try, but I don't do too well. And I know you play the same games too, but you keep losing. I'm too good. I'm way too good. Oh, but when I come home, lights out. Will you sleep safe and sound? Yeah, Lillian's probably dealing with something. Honestly, you can probably just throw it in memes. What? Okay, then. Lewis Rain out of nowhere. Throat. What the fuck? Alright, let's see what it is. Unfortunately, I do not have the same context and association as you with it as you do, Ziggy, so fair enough. I don't know who the fuck Dave Cook is. That's one of the little social tricks I often rely on is even if someone says something and I don't understand it, I just go along because at some point they're bound to either explain it along the way or eventually I'll reach a point where I actually ask the genuine question where it's appropriate. Ah, okay. Is it Dave Cook or Dane Cook? Okay, good, I got up here. For a moment there, I thought the game hadn't registered. Oh, okay. That is recognizable. There's just enough frustration, just enough disappointment, and just enough confusion in there to where it's just delicious to listen to. Alright, what are you gonna send, Lua? Ah, blah, 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 blah. Ziggy, not everyone has your patience for dealing with interesting critters. Alright, I will take a look at the meme. Motherfucker! Rude! What video, what? I don't think she sent it to me. Oh yeah, I did respond to what you told me it was. Meme good, but also holy shit, that is a quick way to get yourself slapped. You little shit. Oh yeah, people can like each other and still want to throw hands sometimes. Fucking holding a rubber chicken next to someone's sleeping head as they're in their bed and waking them up with it is not a sane idea. No, you are not. That sounds like it would have been an unholy amalgamation noise. Chekhov's rubber chicken. I mean, it's actually accurate. Fucking hell. A rubber chicken has been seen. It will be used in an annoying way at some point later in the story. Yeah, no, unless someone isn't internet cultured in that direction, I don't think there's any way Lua could hide her nature. At all. Yes. Oh. Well, yeah. Of course it has. Like what? Okay. Hmm. Well, at least you acknowledge that you butchered it instead of doubling down, Lillian. I'm proud of you for that. Hmm. Lua, do not encourage the cat. Boops the Lua. That is not something that should be defaulted to. No. I would like to stay in this comfy channel without it going completely unhinged in that direction specifically. Alright, hope you have a good time. Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. And Lillian, do you now understand why I like it when you attempt to, like, describe the image instead of just leading up with a sentence and then taking a moment to send the image? Fair enough. Alright, what is the image, Lillian? Okay, so like the usual game tags. Alright, let me see it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can't make custom ones that can be seen across the servers unless they've been officialized. Got it. Alright, that's on a tank. Moving on. To those of you who snuck by and actually saw this version of my Sky Dailies, thank you. To those of you who stuck around and watched a good chunk through, I deeply appreciate it. Hope you all have a good day, good night, whatever time or non-time it is. And if it isn't good, well, I hope that it either improves, stays manageable, or at the very least that you're able to find a ledge to sit, rest, and vent from without hurting yourself or others. Ba-da-da-ba-dum. My name is Flicker. I've gotten my dailies done, so I'll be seeing you all later. Bye!